I am very uncomfortable with the energy we've brought in here today.
Used about 30% energy. That was too much.
Okay, we're back. We're working. Somehow OBS is fun like that. All right, so to recap for you guys, you have returned to Zobeck. Congratulations.
Fayback.
It does appear, at least on the surface, that Shadow Fae have appeared out of the woodwork. And, I mean, not in mass, like the streets are not like literally overflowing with Shadow Fae, but there is a Shadow Fae presence absolutely felt that was never felt before in Zobeck. After a bit of a hassle at the front gate, or at the gate that you entered through, you had found your delightful guild leader, guild master, Marvin Beckett, who had traveled back to the keep with you guys and explained as much as he possibly could, but he's been tired raising Heather, as infants tend to be a handful by themselves, let alone an infant griffin. So for you non-parents in the crowd, just understand that it's hard. It's real hard. Anywho's
Cool.
on.
I think that would be only Leofstan.
You think he raised those kids?
Absentee
We all
father.
deadbeat dad.
He was like in the background, but it was all Ulka.
Yeah.
Until they were big enough to hold the sword, then he took over.
So you all have lots of stuff that you probably want to do, and I don't see any reason of delaying it any further if you guys want to let me know what you're aiming to do in this here free city.
I have a question. Are Shadow Fae like really rare? Like, is this like kind of crazy that there's like so many of them all of a sudden?
Well, the first time in your life that you met a Shadow Fae was the ambassador Thelamandrin. So,
Isn't it technically when we met Poppy?
Poppy's not Shadow Fae.
Ooh.
Okay.
Poppy is Poppy.
Wicked's like, get it right, fool.
What is the difference between Shadow Fae and regular Fae?
Shadow Fae are, judging from now that you've seen more than one, Shadow Fae are very pale skin, kind of...
White man.
Sure.
No.
Let me see if I can describe them a little bit easier with their entry in a certain book.
Is it like Seelie and Unseelie, or Sith and Unsith?
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that nonsense, but if I can look it up here. I know you've got one entry in this son of a gun. They first off, like tieflings, they have horns on their head. Typically dark colored, like black, very dark brown. Like most Fae and elves, they have pointy ears. Let's see if I can. Yeah, that's what I thought. Page 170, please. That'd be real great if we could do that. I think we're getting there. We're getting there, boys. Kind of like a pale moonlit type skin. Gleaming. They have. I mean, they're quite remarkably attractive, like most Fae are. They resemble a lot of other elves. Their skin tones range from alabaster to white to ebony black, with varying shades of gray in between, but they are otherwise lacking in color. Some have scintillating shimmers to their skin. Many grow horns that sweep out from their hair, varying in size from nubs to obvious spikes. Others have shocking sets of teeth. So think a little bit of a pale, colorless elf mixed with tiefling as far as the horns go, or satyr.
Have some of the same coloring as Prudence does.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Prudence is Shadowfae, huh? Do you ever think about that?
Maybe.
So now that you've seen a few, that's kind of what they look like. But yeah, as far as their presence ever, you saw one when you met the ambassador, and now you see, I mean, the most you've probably seen at some point is probably like 10.
So it is kind of like abnormal that there's like just so many chilling around now.
I mean, if you want to be racist, but I mean, like, the population of Zobeck is a lot of people, and you've only seen 10, but you've heard a few things that they're rumored to have done, but you haven't quite seen them, some of them in action.
What have I heard that they've been rumored to have done?
When they're not letting people in, or letting people out, but one at a time.
Okay, that's one thing.
Do you not remember last week?
I thought this was like new stuff.
Mm-mm. Nope, that is currently what you know. Thank you, Katie, for posting some pictures of Shadowfae in the chat.
They are real fucking cool looking.
I like their Jack and Daxter ears.
That was my first thought.
So, I will go with whoever wants to go first.
Shadowfae look like all they do is fence and cry when they get hit.
I would like Leofstan to both check on Eingarth for both maybe information about what the fuck is happening, as well as what's happening in the north, and also for him to look at a bunch of babies.
Okay.
And by that, I mean try to perform the duty his father has set forward.
Where are we gonna find babies at this hour?
They're all sleeping.
Leof has no
Pretend to be a
idea.
mare.
There.
Do you recall the tavern in the Dock District?
The one that he visited? If not, I can find out which one it was.
Well, there's a couple taverns there.
I imagine he would go to the one where he saw Eingarth before. Aha. He went to... I thought I wrote it in here. Black and Fish Tavern, there it is, sorry.
There we go. Alright. So you head to the Black and Fish Tavern. You're having, so, obviously there, people are, everyone's kind of with each other in this particular thing. So, the gang, heads to the Black and Fish Tavern. Anything to prepare for you or them for what you're gonna do?
Leofstan is not in armor. He's just in his regular clothes, which after this trip are also getting more dingier and worse, so it works with his little old man persona. So he kind of looks a lot like I imagine he would say, like, he'd mention, "Oh, I'm gonna go do some errands," and everyone's like, "We'll come with." And he's like, "No, please don't," and he just gets walked all over, so...
Tendy is already in the fucking car, like, we're going to McDonald's!
So, when they meet him in the morning, he just looks, like, bedraggled, and it's like after a while kind of notices on purpose, like, he acts normal, but he looks like he got beaten down, or he just looks dirty. He just looks like he didn't sleep, so... when they meet him, he would tell them, well, the first thing we're going to do is go to the Black and Fish Tavern. I have a contact there, and I am trying my best to not be recognized. So, no helmet, no armor. What was the name he gave? He also gave a name. I am pretending to be who I am not, in order to have an easier time finding information. But, he kind of looks at Tendi, kind of looks at, Sin. There's a person there I've met, recently, someone I had spent a long time with, and he too came to Zobeck at the same time, a little after I did, and I pay him to listen and gather information for me.
What kind of information?
Whatever the drunks will talk about, whatever sounds interesting. I am mostly looking for information for home, but I would imagine he might have heard something about this change in the guard or the shadow phase, so I would consider...
Do you want us to go into the bar with you?
If you would like, but I'm not the same. I'm pretending to be somebody else, so...
No, that's fine. I'm also gonna pretend to be someone else. Can Tendi pretend? Pretendy.
Yeah, it's like, do whatever you'd like, and then we can move on once I get the information.
I was gonna do anything that I like anyway, but okay.
So
I'm a princess, bitch. You can't tell me what to do.
wow. So you guys decide to head into the Black and Fish Tavern. Not much going on. It is a rather slow night. The winter and the fact that there wasn't much shipping business means that there's just that much less patrons inside the bar itself.
Upon entering, Leofstan tries to see if he can find Eingar, like, to see him sitting around.
Give me a perception check.
Oh! Leofstan sees all. At least got a 25.
Very nice.
Damn.
Very nice. So, you've been here, what now? 2?
At least 2, yeah.
2 times? It is helpful that there are far less people in here than the times previous that you've been here. There is no sign of Eingarth around. There is a couple of people playing a small, like, tune, one on drums and percussion, one on a flute, and some of the people are kind of like, you know, when local bands play and like all the people that would show up that that don't normally frequent that bar, there's a small gathering of perhaps people that were following their tour and are here that don't look like they fit in, that are kind of just clapping along and providing well-timed claps as if they've heard this song many a times. But sure enough, there is the maybe 2 or 3 other patrons besides the group around the stage, and then of course the bartender.
So, with them near the door, like, Leofstan kind of, like, grumbles a curse. I know another place to look for him, but if we're here, if there's anything you need, or he kind of, his attention keeps being taken over by, like, whatever's happening on stage.
Do you know where else you would find this guy?
I do, but it's not here.
Okay.
So if you want to do something while we're here,
I was going to get a drink, but I guess I can wait till we get to the next place.
Well, we can get a drink.
You said this is a local band?
I mean, local as far as maybe yeah.
Like, do we know anything about this band?
What do you want to know about the band?
What's his name?
Good
Well, it's
question.
a local band, Tendy and Poppy. or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's kind of why I'm
Mhm,
asking.
I have posters of these guys up in my room. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they are a local band. You have probably seen them before. A duo that go around and play wind instruments and percussion. What's their group name called?
The
Oh, they don't have a
Wendigos.
group name. They go by their actual names.
Mhm.
It's Simone and Giffinkel.
Spell that next one.
You know, like Garfunkel, but different.
Oh, I was close. Okay, so Simone and Giffinkel. Okay. They end their set, and there's an applause as they kind of go back to their main table, which is right behind them. And of course, they sit with them and begin to converse and obviously flaunt their musician charm. There's the usual bartender is not there. There's a kobold that is currently tending the bar, and they are tending it by basically walking on top of the bar.
I love them.
Hello.
Stop!
Hi.
Hello?
Are you okay?
I'm
Did I
fine.
frighten you? I'm sorry.
You did startle me, not gonna lie. Can I help you?
Yes. I would like a drink.
Yeah?
Whatever the strongest that you have.
Okay, are you gonna be sitting at the bar?
I guess I don't have to. But I would also like to order a drink for my much taller friend.
Looks over to the rest of you. Okay, could you please find a table or booth and seat yourselves? I'll be with you in a moment.
Okay. Thank you. And again, I'm sorry.
You're fine. And he hops down behind the bar to start grabbing some things.
Are those what race are the band?
Human and Dragonborn.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Sin,
Yes.
you need to apologize less. You walked
Why
up
do you,
to the bar and he's working. He freaked out, but it wasn't your fault because you walked up to a bar.
I'm sorry.
Nope. Take it back.
I'm sorry.
No. Sin owes Tandy 1 gold every sorry. put in the sorry jar.
Tendy absolutely generates a sorry jar and just puts it down in front of Sin.
A gold each? Good lord.
We're gonna be
Expensive,
rich
but,
after this, Cindy.
Fine, a silver.
Sin puts in 3 silver.
Tendy is saving up for Sin's college fund.
You do that in both games.
I'm just a banker. I don't know what to tell you. I work at PNC now.
What is the song that they're singing about? Why are you mad?
It's a song that is not known by name because this is the first time you heard them perform it. They're not performing right
I
now.
can hear the
They're at a
lyric.
break, but it was regards to the Margrave Forest.
Ooh.
You don't say.
Either that or I'm gonna go. They call me Hell. They call me Stacy. They call me her. They call me Jane. That's not my name.
Leofstan leads them to a booth to sit down. He's kind of like looking around worriedly, like kind of. It's not like weird to not see Eingarth there, but he kind of thought like maybe I don't know. He's just worried.
Shortly, that's a joke. The kobold comes up to you and brings kind of a pad and goes, "Welcome to the Black and Fish Tavern. What can I get for you?"
The strongest drink that you have, and do you have anything really sweet, like
Do you-
to eat?
Yeah, we got. You want food? Something sweet. Okay. Well,
Like a dessert, or fruit?
Yeah. I suppose I could pour grape fizz over mushrooms, if that's sweet.
Sin,
Yes.
we can pick up dessert later if you want.
I suppose that's fine. The drink is fine.
The drink is fine. The streets are the strongest thing we have.
Yes, the strongest drink that you have.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, that is what I would prefer.
Alright. He jots something down. And for everyone else,
I would like a nail, please.
easy.
I get a water.
Very easy.
I think I won. Tindy, do you want anything?
Do you want some time to look at the menus?
Tindy will have water too.
Very easy.
Prue, do you want anything?
Can I have blood of the raven, please?
You want raven blood?
No, blood of the raven. It's a drink.
Me don't know how to do that, unfortunately.
Alright, can you make, I don't know, emberberry? Dark?
Okay. We have, other than our wider range of various specialty drinks, we have butterbeer, tequila, ale, milk, grape fizz, bourbon, vodka, and white wine.
I will take ale.
Easy.
Can Tindy please?
It's not very
change
fantasy
candies to
themed, but I'll
butterbeer?
just take it.
I apologize for this tavern's menu choices. What were you saying, small kitty?
Tendy's kind of flattered to be called Kitty.
Can Tindy change from water to butterbeer, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Alright, so let me make sure I read this back so you can be able to tell my boss I provided you with good service despite our lack of fantasy options for drinks. We have 2 ales, 1 butterbeer, 1 water, and he looks back up at Sin. 1 sucker punch.
Sucker punch. What is that?
It's the strongest they have.
Thank you for
Yes.
thank you for confirming. And he turns around and begins to walk away.
Hey, Tin. Hey, Sin. I don't know why I called you Tin. Hey, Sin.
Yes.
If do you like drinking a lot? What I noticed that you always ask for the strongest everywhere that we go, and I feel like one of these days that's gonna end badly for you.
It takes the edge off.
The edge of what?
I have a lot of pain
Okay, you can go to a doctor.
all the time. I'm uncomfortable with doctors.
I'm a doctor.
Since when?
Since I went to training.
And that means he's especially uncomfortable around you.
How old are you again, Poppy?
22.
You just went somewhere and got like a certificate or something?
Yeah, I have it at home. It's just a little paper. I made it myself. But I do have training in medicine. I could help you.
You went to the I think I did you go to the University of the Phoenix?
I don't know what that is. Tandy is very proud that Poppy is getting Poppy's degree. Yeah.
Uh,
But I
What if
do
that
know-
was one of
I
those
do
things
know
where she like
things about medicine that could help you. Instead of having you drink the pain away, because that's not healthy.
I guess it's just it's cheaper and it's just
No,
more comfortable, I
Well,
guess.
the thing is, it's not cheaper because you have to pay for it, and I would help you for free. So technically, mine's cheaper.
She's got you there.
I recommend 2 things for you. I recommend I help you out, and you also get therapy.
I suppose we could try.
Poppy,
I could do both.
Poppy, your ankle hurts.
Why? Can I ask? I look down at my ankle.
Wicket is down there, and Wicket's
Wicket.
kind of elbowing your ankle.
Why are you elbowing my ankle? That hurts.
Can you hear yourself talking? You're quite mean to your friend.
I'm being mean to my friend?
Yeah, you might want to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Oh my gosh, Sydney, am I being mean? I didn't mean to be mean to you.
He
You are
can't- he-
bullying him.
He can't hear
Am
me.
I bullying him? I know, I'm talking to you in my head.
Can we
Am I
see
bullying you?
But
I thought it was tough love.
it felt fine. I don't. I think it's. I don't know.
Listen to him.
And sucker
absolutely-
punch! From behind you, Sin, you see this goblet slam it right in front of you very loudly as the kobold screams as loud as he could, "You've been sucker punched!" And it doesn't even splash out of the cup. Even though he slammed it down quite hard, it is like black jello pudding. It does not, like, that kind of consistency. And he goes, "That took a lot out of me." And you see him come back around the other side of the booth, and he's got suspenders attached to a drink tray because he is not strong enough to carry all of those drinks and not as ambidextrous to carry all of them. And he starts handing out drinks quietly, going, "Bottle beer, water, ale, and looks back at you, and then walks away.
For the record, the minute that he did the "you've been sucker punched" thing, Tandy started clapping for the theatrics of it. Tandy is very proud to be served by this excellent little gentleman.
This is very unusual, but see how it tastes, I guess. Sin will go ahead and give it a taste.
Do you ever wonder how we all ended up together in the beginning?
Every day.
I don't seem to recall. How was it that all of us, ended up together? I've never met any of you before.
I would imagine our parents had something to do with it. Maybe not in a large part, but some small part.
I would imagine maybe a sucker punch had something to do with it.
Speaking of which, Sin, you said you tried it?
Yes.
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw, please, with with disadvantage.
Ooh.
Unless you have something that would give you advantage.
Nope.
Being an alcoholic.
I think that gives him disadvantage.
We have meetings for that. We don't have... Oh. You are hesitant at first because the viscosity of this it just looks like black sludge. But you believe that it is the strongest drink or else you wouldn't have been given the strongest drink that this bar has. So you are in so much pain. You go ahead and take the shot. You gulp down at least like maybe 2 or 3 mouthfuls of it, and you might have switched around your mouth a little bit as you were going through it. It tastes like licorice and ipecac.
Ugh.
And you get about a third gulp in before one comes back out in kind of an arc and then just right on the table.
I'm so sorry.
Teddy taps the fucking jar.
I mean, it's really hard to swallow.
It's a sucker punch.
It's got shape.
Is Sin okay?
Yeah, I think so. Just very, very difficult to eat down, I guess.
Let me see something here.
I'll clean this up.
Ooh.
They let the kobold do it.
Yeah, while some of you are cleaning that up, Leofstan, Prudence, and Sin. You make a point to look around, and you see that somebody is eyeing your table and is approaching.
The awesome curses. Guys, look away.
You need to hide yourself.
No, I just don't want to talk to anybody but dying Garth.
Word.
Hey, everyone!
Hello.
Are you here for Simone and Gilfinkel?
No.
And what is that?
It's my friends. They play percussion and wind instruments. They're about to go up for another set. I didn't know if you wanted to join. Is that a sucker punch?
Yes, it's interesting.
Did you drink it?
Yes.
No way. And he looks around for confirmation at all of you.
I mean, 50% of it.
Mm.
Oh my! Amazing! Good job. He takes out 5 gold and puts it on the table in front of you. He goes, "If you don't mind, I think you earned that. Also, can I have the rest? I use it as like a really, it's really good, to use as like a gag poison for people. Like, it's not real poison, but, it makes you and like it would be so much fun with my friends. Just like put a drop or two in their drink, and then they don't know why they're throwing up. Do you want more? 5 gold? Do you want more?
No, this is fine. It takes care of what I lost in the sorry jar.
What's a sorry jar?
It's jar for whenever I say sorry.
Okay.
So a particular reason you want to have a drink, sucker punch, and not just order your own.
Well, no, I could never, because I would get peer pressured into actually drinking it. But like, I saw the display, and I wasn't sure if like you were just acting or not. So like, but no, you part of that money is because you did it. And doesn't pay for the whole thing, but I mean, like, he
Is, is,
grabs the cup.
has no one ever drank it before?
Oh, I mean, none of my friends have. But they will when I slip it in their drinks later. Hey,
Sin smiles a little.
you what has things been kind of weird for you lately?
Weird how?
So, like, Simone and Gilfinkel were talking, and they were talking about like this new bard that plays around here in the docks, and like he's Shadow Fae. Like, have you ever seen one of those guys before?
Unfortunately.
We all have.
Why are you so upset about the Shadow Fae?
I'm not upset. I just kind of it's strange. I haven't seen him before. I'm not upset. I just like they're like I don't think they all came in together. I don't recall anyone saying that they saw them all just show up in a caravan or something. And now there's like 20 or 30 of them.
And do you have a problem with them being here?
It's just different, is all.
Mm-hmm.
I just
And you're different to them.
well, it's more like the bard guy he's Shadow Fan. I know that's not very that's not very Trevor of me, but as far as like I don't know, maybe their music's just different or their vibe is different, but every time that this bard plays, there's always a fight. And then Garfunkel or Gilfinkel tried to break it up. He's kind of a big boy with scales, and he was trying to help break up the fight, and he ended up getting not sucker punched, but he ended up getting a black eye. And like, I mean, it's just I just didn't know. It's just really weird.
Oh no.
Well, sorry, I didn't mean to harsh your guys' mellow.
Leofstan, staring at this guy, pushes the sorry jar towards him and looks at it nods at it expectingly.
What?
You said sorry.
You said sorry.
Well, so did the both of you and he earlier, but no one put money in. I thought it was just a gag.
No, we're that serious. As he said that, he puts a silver in it.
Eyes go to you, Prudence.
She put the silver in.
Eyes go to you, Sin.
Sin puts the silver in.
He throws it in and goes, "Have a good night and enjoy the show."
Aw.
Like that guy.
Fully.
Here's your sucker punch.
He already took it.
Tendy just goes,
Bye, friend.
What are you saying, Prudence?
Perhaps we should go to the docks. The fight sounds fun.
If you'd like to go to the docks, I would like to go check on Einpark. I can find you afterwards.
She looks a little disappointed. I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
If we can go see Eingarth first, then we can go to the docks.
I couldn't help but overhear you want to find the old man.
He also kind of makes a face that someone got overheard. Yes, I'm looking for Eingarth.
Oh. Did you want refills?
I'm alright.
I'll take your second strongest drink.
Do you know where the old man is?
Second, strongest drink, okay. Maybe. But anyone else need refills?
Can I get a refill of my water?
Yeah.
How does this jar look to you, bartender?
Looks like there's a really bad word written on it.
Yes, but do you see inside? Coin.
Yeah, I see 4 coins.
Prudence.
How many coins would it take to know where the old man is?
Tandy gives a thwack on Prudence's leg.
Ah, what?
Not
I'm
Prudence's
trying.
money.
Um,
The Sin's college
Tandy.
fund. Tandy is sorry, to bother. Because, name?
she said they said the bad word.
You certainly did. You said the S word. Go ahead and
I
twitch
don't
it in the
think you guys
jar.
understand. It's literally only for Sin because he apologizes all the time after
No, yeah.
every sentence.
The rules have
going in.
changed.
The rules that I made up? You guys changed my rules? Unbelievable.
I would say 5 coins.
Of what color?
He
Silver.
I look in his eyes. What makes him go? That he didn't consider that. Gold.
Silver.
Gold.
Silver.
I was asked.
And I have answered for you.
All right, silver's fine.
Prudence gives Leofstan a wink and then fishes 5 silver out, slides it across the table. So about this old man.
Yep, I'm gonna get your drinks. 1 dragon poison ale and a water so far. Nobody else wants anything.
I'll take another ale.
Okay.
Do I have...
I would
Can you
like
repeat that drink that Sin ordered real quick? Just for me to hear again.
Dragon poison ale.
Okay, you heard that right, Sin.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a sucker punch. I'm sure it's fine.
How come Sin gets all the fantasy drinks, but when I ask for Raven's blood, you don't have it?
Because you call things out specifically. This man just asks for the first and the second strongest drinks that we have, which gives me the opportunity to use a list that I already have created from the bar.
Okay, can I have the 19th strongest drink?
Water.
You said you wanted an ale. You want a water? No, okay. Okay, I'll
You
get...
want Bud Light?
Yeah. Alright, one Dockmaster coming out.
See, it's a sign.
Wait,
We
let
have
me-
to go to the docks.
Let me read this back to you, make sure I got it correct. We have a Dockmaster, we have a water, we have a dragon poison ale. And another ale.
And information about Old Man, please.
Yeah. He holds his hand out for the 5 coins.
He
She
slid
already
it
gave him, didn't she?
across the table.
it's on the table in front of him.
He kind of just slides it into his little cloth pouch that he has.
I have a question.
I
Can
don't
Poppy-
have an answer, and he leaves.
But I was out of character, okay?
Oh, okay. What's up?
Can Poppy sleight of hand a gold into his pocket?
Sure.
Say this, asshole.
Sure. Give me a sleight of hand.
I wish that I could out of character sometimes.
8.
You slide it into his pocket as he kind of walks away, and he turns around and he looks at you and he goes, "It's hard for me to blink. I'm winking," and he leaves.
Okay, goodbye.
Leofstan.
Little pep in his step.
Leofstan looks to Prudence. This is why we pay after we have information.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to extorting people. It's my first time.
It's
We could have
also
just asked without having to bribe him. I feel like he would have given the information.
He
true.
was kind of giving the vibe of needing to be bribed.
I was
He
thinking
was?
more of a threat, but
No.
That's not threat the guy. He works a minimum wage job. He's just a server. Yes.
yeah, he just took advantage of her.
I gave him a gold.
As much as I love to see you threaten people, we can't threaten everyone.
I haven't threatened anyone all day. Well, I'll have to. Recently.
You haven't threatened anyone in the last 5 seconds. Leofstan is Tendy's friend. Tendy will allow Leofstan to threaten Tendy.
Thank you, Tendy. You are a kind and benevolent leader.
Oh, Tendy's not leader. Is this
Was that a threat?
Leofstan's threat?
Like he's
Oh, Tendy, you get to be the leader today. How fun!
Tendy is not ready to be dungeon master.
Here is your drinks. And he hands all of you your drinks. On his cute
Listen.
little tray with suspenders.
No.
Sin starts downing it.
Oh no.
It
Is
is,
there a system of stars that I could perhaps give you?
maybe. It is, Sin, it is a pint of bubbly dark green liquid. I need you to make another constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I don't know what stars they're talking about. But I have the information.
All right, we'll hand it over. Give
Yes,
it up.
please.
I didn't write it down. Ooh. What'd you get, Sin?
Got a 16.
Well, for the next 10 minutes, enjoy 10 temporary hit points.
Nice.
nice, good job.
This one was much better.
Or that, it's a dragon ale. I mean, anything tastes better after a sucker punch. Anyways, yeah, you wanted to know about Old Man Angarth?
Yes.
Yeah. I have the information you seek. However, I want to rest assured that I won't be said that I was being extorted. Bribery is legit for people in the service industry. We hear a lot of things. I just want acknowledgement that someone at this table with a very gruff voice was very wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nancy taps the jar.
Damn it. She puts a silver.
Never mind, it's fine. I'm very tired. First off,
It's okay.
someone very similar to you came in. Big guy, short hair, but long ponytail, and he had talked once, I think like a week and a half ago, to Old Man Angarth, and he said, what did he say? He said, that he couldn't believe what he was hearing, and he gave him a big bag. Sounded like money. And then that was the last time that I saw Old Man Angarth. It was a week and a half ago.
Thank you.
Leofstan, you look upset.
It was something about someone's dead, but then not dead.
That Leofstan. Did he bring Leofstan ale? I don't remember.
He did, yeah. He brought one.
Leofstan pounds it back, one shot, no breath, throws down some silver, and leaves.
Do you want another? I don't think he wants another one.
Prudence chases after Leofstan.
I also want to chase, but we have to pay for all this stuff.
Yeah,
So I'll stay back.
So the 2 ales was 4 copper for the big tall man who got really angry. Butterbeer was 10 copper. Water was free.
Okay.
How many did the lady with the metal leg have?
She had an ale, and then she had a.
Oh, she didn't even finish the dock master. And he takes it and just drinks it. Never mind, I won't charge for that one.
Leofstan put down 6 silver.
Oh. Can't make change.
Leofstan doesn't want it. He's busy right now.
Okay,
Now
so
we're just gonna have to do more math.
that's fine. We'll say over the course, with the exception of the sucker punch and the dragon ale, I would think that The 6 silver that was left by Leofstan covers everybody else's. Sin, the dragon poison ale was 10 gold, and and the sucker punch was 11.
Fantastic.
Cocktails are so expensive.
No joke.
Were you able to
Sin
take
really
that,
could
or
be
do I?
saving money.
If you could take it, that would be helpful. I
You said 11.
got a lot of balls in the air that I'm juggling. Yes, 11.
No,
21 total.
Oh, 21 total.
Okay, we need to follow Leofstan.
All right, bye.
Okay,
So-
bye. Have a good day.
Before everybody else gets there, Prudence catches up with him because of course she does. She's so fast. She's a mom.
He's got those long, angry dad strides.
Okay, well it's difficult, but she still does. She grabs his arm. Okay, so that didn't sound good. Are you all right?
No, he told them I'm alive.
I thought this was your contact.
He was. Apparently, someone paid him more. Like, he utters out a string of very nasty words in a different language that, well, maybe you don't know what they mean. They are not very nice and caring words for an old man.
So what does this mean? Do we need to keep you somewhere safe? Is Zobeck no longer safe for you?
It's not Zobeck is not safe, it's... The entire time I was in that mountain, the few things that kept me alive, especially the image of Gunnar's head on a fucking pike. I have just lost that. He knows I'm alive. He knows I'm coming for him. I don't know who was the person who spoke to him, but the fact that the information is out means only a matter of time that he finds out.
Perhaps we could... maybe it hasn't gotten to him yet. Maybe we could find the man. Maybe we could find your contacts and stop him from getting there in time.
We're finding Eingarth. That's not what I'm worried about. A lot of people assume that we Vikings are big, dumb, stupid barbarians, but the way we take over, the way we conquer, is by information. We send merchants, we send raiders out in hidden armor. They get information. We pay for all sorts of reconnaissance, and I know the king has spies as further south than Zobeck. So the fact that one person knows, it's done. It's over. And I don't know who he spoke to, but not many in Zobeck have such a styling of hair, and I know it is very prominent in the north. So
Just because it's going to be more difficult doesn't mean it's over.
no. But my chances of walking away have significantly dropped. I wasn't expecting to in the beginning, but
Prudence is pretty quiet at that. Perhaps I could fight at your side?
he, kind of settles a little bit, his shoulders kind of relaxed. He looks down at her and says, "It would be an honor, but it's not your fight. And I don't want him to hurt you. And it would be a battle to the death between Gunnar and I. If he kind of assuming he's man enough to fight me on his own. But now we may never know. With him knowing I'm coming, the journey north will be near impossible."
All the more reason to need someone to help you.
Kind of chuckles at that and rubs his brow again. I suppose we should wait for the others. I don't... unless Eingarth has the sense to leave Zobeck, he's not going to get very far. His camp is just over there, or at least where his camp was.
I'd say by this time the others probably are walking towards you guys.
Hello.
Hmm.
Is everything okay?
No, things are not alright. I have been very fortunate that enemies of mine assumed I was dead, and based on that, now they know I'm alive, and things I had put into motion will now be much more difficult to complete.
Well, how long has Leofstan's plans been in motion?
10 years.
Oh, this is okay. Leofstan was not demigod before.
True. Well...
Teddy says this like it's the most obvious thing. Like, calm down.
Bro, chill.
Calm down.
Bro, be cool.
And Leofstan also has friends.
If there's anything that you need, I'll take on any help that you need.
He kind of looks away, like embarrassed at the offer, not like for a me reason, but like, oh, I have friends here also. Like he is, it clearly moves him, but he is unable to process how to like actually like be thankful for it. But he kind of like nods slowly and kind of glances at you, Sid. Before he nods up the road. If Eingarth is stupid enough to stay in Zobeck, he would be over there. And so he starts leading the way over to where the camp used to be, or at least where he remembers the camp being.
Everyone starts to head over to the camp.
Yes.
Okay. Remind me where about is that?
From what I remember, if I can pull up the roleplay too, I want to say it's like near the keep, like it was by a bridge.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, there's like a wooded area over by 68. If you look between 68 and the Citadel district, there's that big patch of area of grass with a couple of corner buildings and such. That large open is kind of like a temporary where the temporary camp is set.
Mm.
So if again, it's just north west of 72. Do you see where that is? Are you looking at? I'm assuming you're looking at a map of Zobeck.
I was looking at the roleplay because I read that it said where it was. I am not looking at a map of Zobeck.
Okay. Let me... I can't share my screen, because I've got something already being shared, but let me see if I can...
Is it on Fantasy Grounds?
No, I mean, it's in the map. I mean, yeah, there's a Zobeck map, but remember, but the map primarily is much easier on, the website, midgardmap.koboldpress.com/Zobeck. It's very, you can zoom in quite a bit. It's very detailed, much wow. So if you have it pulled up,
I have it pulled up now, yes.
yeah. So you see where the dock district is, and you see 72 right above the dock district words.
Yes.
If you look a little bit more up and to the left, there's that camp with or that big area with a couple trees and corner stables, maybe a corner building and a straight building.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the camp is.
Okay. From the docks, Leofstan leads them there, trying to see if Eingarth is still in Zobeck.
Okay. You go, as you all head over there, you look and you don't see. I mean, tents don't. I mean, tents come and tents go as people come and go through Zobeck. But Eingarth's always was, since he's been there probably the longest, at least from what you've been familiar with the couple times that you've visited. He was in between. He was closest to the trees, and that tent is no longer there.
Leofstan, sorry guys.
No, go ahead.
Leofstan like snarls and like kicks something nearby, like an abandoned bucket or just something. He just chucks it into the trees, just pissed as shit.
Can we like ascertain how long it's been disturbed? Like the dirt.
Well, he said that it happened a week ago, so I imagine he's been probably gone for a week.
He said a week and a half ago. But yeah, I mean, you could go take a look at the campgrounds.
I look for anything of worth, value, knowledge.
Give me a survival roll.
I have a 7.
Hard. You might have used a tent a good handful of times, but only when it is by itself or with maybe one or two. This is a campground that is full of tents, so it's hard to tell necessarily whether somebody may have been here over the past week, and so the grass might be matted. It is very hard to be able to tell just from looking at the grounds themselves.
What would you like to do, Leofstan?
Leofstan, like while Prudence was looking at the campground, was like hands on his hips, staring out to the trees, trying to think, but nothing is coming up. And when Sin asks him that, he shakes his head and turns back to them. There's nothing to be done. I just have to prepare more.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Poppy? No, you go first.
No, you go.
Okay.
Maybe there was an animal that saw something or something, and then I can ask them.
Poppy, as you say that,
Mm-hmm.
you are the only person that sees this.
Okay. With my, 12 passive perception, I'm confused, but okay.
It's not passive.
Just associating.
I rolled for everybody. Saves time and money. Walmart. You see a young man in priestly robes come running down the main road, the cobblestone road that you've walked many a times before, going to and from the Citadel district into the Collegium district, and the main road basically. You see him kind of running with a torch, and it's just him by himself. So you're kind of off down one of the streets, but you see him kind of running down the road, looking left and right as he is running.
Poppy kind of goes,
Maybe there's an animal, or
and looks, just stares.
what's he running from?
Who? What?
Or two. Look at that guy. He's running with a torch.
Prudence looks up. Does the man look distressed?
Yes,
Uh,
he will soon be passing your street.
Is he running
Run
from
to
something
him.
that we can see?
You don't see anything chasing him.
Okay. Is he
Prudence
looking behind
to-
him like something is, or
No,
are we
he's-
getting any read?
He looks the best read is he's looking for someone.
Poppy's gonna
fly to him.
You had that on your
And we
bingo
will
cards.
follow.
Go ahead and mark that off your bingo cards.
Poppy flies.
Poppy flies to.
No, the girl's coming at some point to interrupt. Okay, hold on. Poppy flies what?
Flies over to him.
Okay.
Tandy follows.
It's not too long after you guys kind of get more into the torchlight that is for the main road when he sees you and approaches, kind of out of breath. It's a man wearing the yellow tunic of the sun god. He goes, "Oh, are you the helpful sort?"
Like, I like helping people.
If you can, come quickly. There are thugs that are threatening the priest of the sun, and blood may spill on holy ground.
Well, that's not good. Guys, we're gonna go help. Okay, bye.
There's more of you.
Mm-hmm.
A group just of adventurers all running past. We got this, don't worry.
Tandy looks back at everybody else.
Well, Leofstan, you could get some aggression out.
I would love that. Yes.
I don't know. If you can meet me at the temple, of course. I can't stay and gamble. It's in.
Go, 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 go.
And he starts to head back towards the temple.
Can I say that Leofstan had his armor in a bag because I had him not be armored? This sounds like a time that would be a good idea to be armored, or should he just? Nah.
Nope.
Why is Jack here?
Jack!
Hey, Liz.
I'm very threatened by this.
I didn't do nothing. All right.
I just had like a trauma response, like, oh my god.
Jack, are you attacking the temple?
Oh, blood will spill, he's gonna be there.
You guys, well, wasting communication.
What is wrong with your microphone?
It doesn't work. When I turn on the mic, it doesn't work.
Why'd you put it on?
Typical Asombra bullshit.
I don't know. It fucking does this all the time.
Yeah. In this case, you do not. I mean, you could go get your armor, but that would take a little bit of time. You are close-ish to the place, the keep, but
That's fine. I'm gonna unequip it on my item sheet.
We will protect you, Leofstan.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I forgot. I have to have a spot for the freaking character sheets. I changed the layout for my fantasy grounds to be a little more accepting of, you know, everything, but I forgot to put the character sheets in a spot. So
Very accepting of everything. That's very,
diversity and inclusion of me, I know.
very diversity and inclusion of you.
I am living the values. Okay, so let me look back at Leofstan's thing. Leofstan, you have any other armor, like a lighter armor that you
Nope.
may wear under? Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
I mean, I didn't buy any like padded armor or anything. It's just he just went in his clothes expecting just to talk to an old dude.
Well, I mean, if anything, you got the same AC as Elizabeth Uncooked Chicken Tender. So, I mean, and the hit points to certainly back it up, though.
Okay.
So you, so what are you guys doing?
And to protect the temple from vampires.
So I guess we're just following that guy back, or will Tendi and Poppy lead us to this temple?
Poppy will lead.
Yeah, Tandy is gonna go ahead a little bit.
As they're traveling, Leofson's going to pull out his sword and shield.
Okay.
I'm going to say he at least has that under his cloak.
Sure,
too.
yeah, we can say that.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
not pull
Sin
it
will
really out.
also pull out his axe, being prompted by Leofstan.
let's maybe wait like a minute because we're in public.
Prudence
So...
pulls out her fists, prompted by
Prudence, no!
Poppy.
This is why I'm not the leader. I have no control.
You said this is a time for aggression. I have it. I am ready.
I'm well aware. Anyway, we have to turn right here.
Okay.
You
So
said that we need aggression. Leofstan, fucking employee of the month.
so I need. Actually, you know what? I can just do this.
Are you rolling for
When you say
us?
that.
No, but I want to roll the dice. I haven't rolled
I
dice.
didn't roll any dice yet.
I haven't gotten to roll dice.
Don't worry, you'll get to roll dice.
A history. I rolled well.
I don't like when you roll for me. Look how
I
low
don't
it
like
is.
Okay.
What if I rolled it and it was higher?
Goes back and eyes the 7 survival skill that you rolled. I will.
I guess we did roll today.
I will stop unless it is something that involves perception only. How about that?
Okay, fair.
So,
You are so powerful, though. That was really cool. Very powerful.
thank you. It is one of my favorite things. Can we pour one out though for poor Tendi, who ended up getting a 1 with a proficiency of ×2 on history?
Very embarrassing.
I mean, on a one though, they still got a 9, which is like pretty dang incredible.
Doesn't she get to re-roll it?
Oh!
Technically,
Get
yeah,
got!
yeah.
Get got!
Technically, yeah.
Go ahead and roll another history check. Good catch.
See? This is what you get.
Yeah.
Roll for us.
Tendi didn't have the brain cell. You know how they have orange fur? They didn't have the brain cell, but it popped into being.
Poppy and Tendi. Naturally, you've been in this city the longest, so you know a quick way to get to the temple. Unfortunately, the priest that was running, you don't see him on that path, meaning he must have either taken a even quicker way or a longer way.
He wasn't a priest at all.
No,
Oh my
he
God.
was tomfoolery.
It was
No.
Jack.
It's me, Dio.
So, at the time that you reach the temple, the doors themselves are closed. Now, I want you to bear with me. Think like
But I'm
when
a fairy.
I know. Bear with me.
Okay.
I'm still getting used to maps. This one doesn't have the wavy water because we're not on water. But there are flower petals and such that are on the ground, littering the front of this. But otherwise, the doors themselves are closed, and it is very dark. There's no light coming through the windows that you can see.
Real quick question.
Yes.
What's up with that file name though? That's not for us, right?
Don't pay no attention to the title behind the curtain.
I don't like it.
Suddenly, I feel a very foreboding feeling.
I'm not gonna. Okay, you know what? How about this?
Like, if you zoom in, Kelly, you see that little yellow arrow. Jordan showed me this map before, so I mean, Prudence look at Leofstan.
When it was assassination at the players, man, that's my favorite Panic at the Disco song.
Yeah. So the map, first off, isn't too big for you guys, is it?
No, at least not for me.
You can zoom in. You can be able to right-click your character's token and choose whether they want to rotate left or rotate right. And the little arrow is going to indicate where you are basically looking. Not that that really matters so much, but again, just Winnie the Pooh and bear with me. But again, you are standing outside of the temple to Kors and Svarog. You hear that there is muffled shouting coming from within, but you don't see any light.
Can Leofstan go up and try to open the doors?
Yes. You go
And-
ahead.
Prudence assist.
Sure. You each get to the door, and you are able to open them up. They're not locked.
Oh, I thought they were gonna be big ass doors. Didn't mean to steal your thunder, babe.
That's okay. I mean, they're chunky boys on the map.
You can't steal his thunder. His dad is Thor.
Now, I believe that I tried setting dynamic lighting, but gosh, it's a little bit different than Roll20. So you can see the whole building, right?
Yeah.
Square.
I, however, have hidden everyone on the map and to be revealed once the door would open, because that is the thing that made the most logical sense to me. Alright, you both open the doors very wide, and inside you can see the following. You can see oh my god, just maybe I'll do it from the combat tracker. You see a priest standing up on a pedestal with the token of O, because his name is Oleg. You then see a shadow fae on either side of him. You then, Prudence, I'd say Leofstan, you could also see a very large beast that has got somebody cornered. But that's all you're able to see at this point.
No.
There is very faint light coming from the fire pit that is behind Shadow Fae Rake number 1. That little brazier looking thing.
Oh, rake. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we like rolling for initiative? Can I just say what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, go ahead and roll for initiative at this point as the doors fly open. Sorry.
Could you roll for me instead, Jordan?
Oh, sure. It's only when you roll poorly you want me to do it. I'm afraid not. Alright, everyone has rolled. Wicket will just go after Poppy. Can I just move Wicket? Can I just... Okay, no, but I can give him a 17. There we go. Wicket is definitely there with you guys.
Yeah.
In spirit.
When not
And
punching
like
ankles.
physicality.
Yeah, that too. Which actually, there you go. But let's make him not bigger, smaller.
No, make him bigger.
Make Wicket.
Put it back.
All right. We go to rake number 1. Let's start this combat. We're not going to obviously finish this combat, just let me know. All right. So our boy is going to proceed to move up towards the 5, 10, 15. Let's see here. Kind of just threatening him with the rapier. Not doing anything yet, but they will. Basically, they're encroaching and creeping up closer with their swords, but they are not doing anything currently. We then go to the Hound of the Night, who is growling, and you can see that from its mouth is like rimed with frost around like the corners of its jowls as it kind of...
Did you say frost or like
Frost. Frost. like
Oh,
These are
chilly.
icy.
But then we'll wait for any sort of instigating action. We then go to Tendi. Tendi, it's clear to everybody, by the way, that there was something that was stabbed into the door, a letter or a note.
I want to grab that note and read it.
Okay, you can definitely do that. I'll let you pick if you want to be next to Leofstan or you want to be next to Prudence.
Leofstan.
Okay.
I would have made the same choice.
You're already making that same choice.
I'm gonna have to cast something on him to keep him going, so might as well stick near him.
So, Tendi,
Mm.
what languages do you know?
Please hold. I am working on getting that for you. Not
Oh, I
that,
see them.
not that. Where do you? Oh, here. Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Tabaxi.
Yeah, you don't recognize the writing on this.
Does it look like anything in particular? Like, do I at least have an idea of what the language is, even if I can't read it?
Roll me an intelligence check. Not a save, but a check.
Oh, that's on this one. It's that one. I think this is right.
Nice roll.
Nice.
Yeah, I would say that it is Elvish.
Oh,
Who reads Elvish? Patches.
Well, I miss Patches.
Not helpful.
Well, technically, Stin can, but he doesn't know that he can.
Well, a lot of good that does.
okey-dokey. Is that my action?
To move and interact with that, yeah, you do
I
have
would
an
say so.
action, but you could, if there's something you wanted to do.
I hang on. I want to double check this. Sorry, I was opening everything up as we were talking, and then my map went away, so I'm not in the right spot. Let's see how this plays out. I want to dragon roar at the big boy.
You want to
The big
dragon
dog.
roar at the hound?
Huh?
Okay, let's see here.
Right? Because from what I can see, he's got somebody cornered.
1, 2. Okay. Yeah, you could be able to do that. The hound fails the charisma save.
Then it takes damage. Oh, my dice look weird. It takes some damage, and it's scared of Tendi.
It's frightened of Tendi.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dope,
I
dope,
want
dope.
to leave that person alone.
All right.
And that's it.
All right. We go to Poppy. The shrine is filled with illumination from a brightly glowing statue of a sun god, currently despoiled by shifting shadows. Elves in black cloaks are in a threatening position near the priest, who stands defiant against them. Pews fill the far end of the chamber, and the priest stands under a white dome supported by 8 pillars. He seems calm. "You do not belong here," says the priest. "I demand you leave, in the names of Svarog and Kors." Your turn, Poppy.
Oh man, oh man.
Beans, ah, jeez.
Oh, I'm normally much lower in initiative, so I didn't have as much time to like think about what I wanted to do.
Same. I got flustered and then forgot I had Bardic Inspiration.
Shots fired.
It's so nice just to punch things, you know? Just don't think, just punch.
Oh yeah,
Be nice.
spellcaster.
Miss Calliope.
I cast fist.
That's what my last cleric was. She was like, I'm just gonna punch him. Oh no, man. I think Poppy is gonna go inside.
Ooh.
And on herself. Hold up, I want to see something real quick. I don't think I can do that yet. Yeah, I'm not level 2 cleric. I'm going to cast mirror image on myself. So 3 illusionary duplicates of myself appear in my space. Until the spell ends, the duplicates move with... What is... Sorry, I noticed something and I got distracted. Until the spell ends, the duplicates move with you and mimic your actions, shifting positions so it's impossible to track which image is real. You can use your action to dismiss the illusionary duplicates. And basically each time I'm attacked, you have to like roll a die to see if you actually attack me or if you attack one of my duplicates. Do I put it on myself? I'm guessing no. I don't have a little thing that I drag.
You should have an effect that drags to you.
It doesn't show one.
Okay, hold on, let me look. For which one?
Mirror image.
Mirror image. Why not? Why are you picking spells that don't have effects on them?
I don't know. Most of my other spells do. Just this one doesn't.
Rebel.
There's an extension that we can get, but let me see if I can find a way around it for now. I mean, for now, just I'm gonna put mirror image, and then when it comes to being hit, just remember that you have mirror image up, and we need to roll a certain die. How many of those do you have? 4?
I have 3.
3.
So there's 4 poppies.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna put mirror images 3.
Cool. And that is Poppy's turn.
Okay. Wicket.
Wicket is going to turn invisible and be nearby.
Okay. I'm assuming Wicket does that first, and then
Yeah.
goes...
Turn invisible and then move.
Yeah, hang on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We then go to Misha. Oh, go ahead.
I tried to move the effect to Wicket, but I couldn't.
He's invisible twice. You did it.
Oh. Yay! Double!
Nah, it cancels out. He's back.
No!
No, I'm kidding. Alright, it goes to Misha, who yells out, "Oh, you made it!" As you could clearly see, the hound kind of still snarling at him, and he kind of shuts up real quick. We then go to Oleg. Let's see. So yeah, he says what he does. You do not belong here. I demand you leave in the names of Svarog and Kors. And as the second rake approaches, kind of flanking him, you hear this one say, "If you will not listen to the city's rightful ruler," says one of the Fae, "you will pay the price." The elves advance towards the priest, their blades raised as they move to cut him down. We then go to Prudence.
Prudence rushes in and she grabs the ice hound by his tail and like tries to yank him off. She's hoping that he'll let go.
Okay. He's not attached to Misha. So you are wanting to grapple the hound?
So the hound isn't like biting on Misha, he's just got him cornered?
Yeah.
Okay, can I like instead of pulling him off, then can I like intimidate the dog away and like kind of like funnel it more towards the other elves? Or the Fae, I mean, sorry.
If you are wanting to intimidate, what would happen would be if you succeeded in intimidating the hound, it would be frightened of you, which means that it cannot move closer to you, but it doesn't immediately run away.
Okay, I just want to get it away from the priest.
Then I would recommend grappling, and how 5, 10, 15. So it only took you 15 feet to get in there of your 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you grappled it, you would be able to drag it against its will away from the acolyte. Let's see, 15. So 20 feet, so 10 feet away.
All right, I will do that.
Okay, so you will need to make an athletics check. The hound will make a acrobatics check or
Is there a
athletics.
thing where I can replace something with my dexterity?
If you're doing an unarmed strike, then you can replace strength with dexterity, I believe.
Okay. You said strength, Jordan?
It would be athletics.
Athletic.
Now, granted, hounds of the night are not typically, like most enemies don't have a wide array of skills compared to adventurers, but they need to make a check against a 9.
Yeah, against a 9.
Okay. The hound is much larger and heavier than you anticipated.
Come on, boy, get off of him. Can she, I don't know, put herself in between them somehow with her movement?
With your movement, you could squeeze into the space between the column and Misha, but you're not going to be able to move the hound this round.
Okay, I'll just stay where I am. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll probably move next round. He can't get closer to Tendi anyway.
Well, he can't get closer, but if you get closer, then that doesn't mean he just can't move closer to you.
I thought he had to move away.
No, it is frightened is only they cannot approach. So if you go right up to it, if it moves away, it cannot reapproach. But if it's right where it's at, then it's right where it's at.
Mm.
I feel like I pressed the button, but I don't know if it worked.
You did.
Sorry to press it again.
You did. Give me 1 second. Why is Oleg not? There we go. You guys can see Oleg, right? O in the center.
Yes.
He's there's 2 Olegs on my screen, and one of them is an enemy.
One of them's an enemy.
Yeah, he's got a red background.
Oh! Well, how did that happen? Oleg's not your
I
enemy.
think.
Oleg's not your enemy.
Okay.
He's your friend.
I'm a friend.
It's a friend.
He's my friend.
He's just an old man priest.
The super pleasant way that you said that and the way that you keep backing yourself up is making me a little nervous, I will not lie.
Backing up?
What? That's weird. That's so weird. He's not your enemy. He's just a nice old guy.
He's just
I somehow feel threatened.
he just cool. He's just cool, you know? Let's see. I don't know if that's okay. Yeah. 1 second. Okay. We then go to Oleg. The real Oleg, not the fake Oleg that was your enemy, but the one that's actually your, is, according to this, neutral faction. Let's see. They don't have anything. They are defenseless. Speaking of not defenseless, Leofstan of Jomsborg.
No blood.
Leofstan clearly does not like it, but since it was said, he'll try to honor it. Let's see, how far away am I?
You didn't move.
I didn't move. I'm trying to see how far away I am.
Got it. The check and minus for move permissions is so small. It's so small that if you don't move, I can't see it. So if you do try and then you're still where you're at, let me know and I'll cancel it so you can remove.
Do I have a 30 or 35?
You, my good sir, have a 30.
Okay. Hello. Oh,
What?
can
Stop.
you cancel? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Just have me cancel it. It's much easier.
I'm a little confused about this grid system. So, on the square right next to the closest Shadow Fae, it's 30. Like, I'm in the middle of the square, it's 35, but if I scoot a little bit closer to the edge, it's 30.
It's 25. If you count the squares, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's 25 feet to get right behind Shadow Fae rake number 2.
Okay. Leofstan's going to look at Tendi at the no blood and just kind of like snarl. Not like at Tendi, but like at what Tendi said. And so he then charges in, and he's going to go up behind Shadow Fae 2, Rake 2, and try to shield bash him out of the way, like get him away from the priest.
Okay. Let's see.
At least that's
Now-
what I want to do.
Right. There is actually a shield bash thing if you had the shield bash or the shield master feat. So you're wanting to just beat him over the head with the shield.
I ideally would want to hit him with the shield and move him away, but I don't know if that's going to be an attack or a strength check.
So
You can chalk that up to a shove.
yeah, it's basically it's gonna shove. Yeah. So
I
you
like to
would,
shove him with the shield.
yeah. Okay. So you would need. So the way that shove works, just so we know going forward, I'll let you change your position if you can, is you shove somebody, they go directly back away from you. So where you would be shoving him into Oleg right now, because he's in that path. If
Okay.
you were, let's say, right here, then you would be shoving him diagonally. Does that make sense? Or if you went
Yes.
here, you would shove him directly back 5 feet. So
Can I get beside him instead with my movement?
You can, yep. You can.
Okay.
I'd say you and Prudence have worked enough to where as she sees you running by, she kind of just like ducks out of the way, so it's not difficult terrain for you to get there.
Okay. So then he's going to try to shove Rake 2 away from Oleg.
Okay. So like a grapple check, this is going to be an athletics check for you versus an opposed athletics check or acrobatics check from the Rake.
Mm-hmm. And I drop it on top of him still, right? Or just drop it in the chat.
For the shove? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just drop it in the chat. It is going to... Oh, it does have that. Okay. Can I just roll it so you guys can see it? Yes. Okay.
God damn it.
If I double click it, it rolls it in the DM thing. So I'll try to remember that. You try to shove him, and he's very dexterous. He kind of just and looks at you and goes, "Oh my, where's your armor?"
I don't need it.
Oh, the Northerners got a laugh. Well, looks like things got serious. Anything else? You have you're level 5. You can. Don't you have extra attack?
I do have an extra attack. So it's an extra action or attack tag?
It's still the attack action.
Okay.
So, as far as when it comes to a shove, let's see. Shoving it's a special attack action instead of making an actual attack roll. You can be able to use an attack to shove a creature.
Okay. So with my second fancy boy attack, when the he says the Northerners got laugh, Leofstan just goes like, "Help!" And he tries to hit him in the head with the shield, the edge of the shield.
Okay. We looking up all sorts of stuff today. Let's see.
Sorry.
No, you're good. We're gonna need to. Alright, so an improvised weapon, essentially. For this, you would basically... You are proficient in shields. So I'll tell you what I'll give you. You can roll a strength... a d20, add your strength, and add your proficiency, since you are technically proficient in shields. And that's going to be to hit.
Okay. I do that. So my strength +3, and then my proficiency is 2. Right? So it's at 4?
Your proficiency bonus is a +2. Your strength is what, a 3?
3, so it's 5. Plus
so
5.
It's 5.
Okay.
Okay, that... Let's see if that hits... Rake, is it rake number 1? Number 2?
2.
Well, I tried to drop it on top of him. Okay. Let's try it on here. Oh, that's because it's not a to-hit sort of thing. Okay, sorry. A 16 hits exactly. Go ahead and roll a d4 and... let's see. Roll a d4 plus your strength. It's going to be... I'm going to say it's probably bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
So you, after that quip, you fire back with actually hitting him with your... Oh, nope, sorry, hold on. Wrong one. Let's try... you hit him with it, and he kind of turns around, and there's a little bit of a bruised cheekbone, and he goes, huh.
At that, just Leofstan snarls, and my turn. I've done a motion movement. I've done a 2 attacks. Yeah, I'm dead.
Okay, hold up. Alright, of the people that are inside, which is 3 people, Poppy, Prudence... Poppy and Prudence. Actually, hold on. And Poppy, Prudence, and Tendy, actually. Since these doors are wide open. You all, the 3 of you, notice that, even though the statue of Kors is well lit, you would have seen the light from the statue of Kors outside of the windows. especially apparent for you, Tindy. You look at the window and inside, and the three of you notice that there is a strange shadowy substance that is flitting across not only the statue, but along the walls, and make the walls unusually dim and actually lightly obscured.
What is that?
Well, just shadow.
Like a spell? Okay, it's just a shadow. I don't like it.
Can we see into it if we have night vision?
No. Nope. But
Does it look familiar? Like, does it look similar to the shadows that we fought in the Citadel?
no.
Okay.
Nope, that would be different. Also, judging by this, Tendy, you see something else.
What do I see?
I will whisper it to you.
Okay. Also, ding, we are at 9:30.
Yep. We've got what, one more person at the end of this, and then yeah, we'll end at the end of round one. Actually, you know what? I'll just go ahead and tell you then. Tendy, you see, besides the two rakes, a shadowy figure creeping along these shadows, close, approaching where before they go out of sight, but they are approaching Poppy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Sin, you have one action, or you have your turn. Sorry.
Okay, Sin will come to about here,
Okay.
and then he will concentrate, and hundreds of tiny spiders start to crawl up his shoulder, and they leap off till they get to these pillars, and then they start to weave an intricate web around Shadow Fey Rake 1.
Okay, so the guy in the back.
Yeah, this is web, the web spell.
Okay. Wonderful. All right, so if you can link web for me, just so I can have
Yeet.
that.
I love this for Sin, but I hate this for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know. Just because I'll need to see the not the range. I'm sure you can cast it. It's well within range, but it's more what the square is affected, if it's a square or if it's round or whatnot.
I can't figure out how to link the damn thing.
You just drag the link to the chat.
Yeah, that doesn't work for some
It
reason.
doesn't.
It's not doing anything.
Okay, let's see. Well, you got it twice, so I'm not sure what...
Okay, so you don't link it into the actual chat. You have to link it to the box above it.
Yeah, the chat box, yeah. Sorry. Okay, so it is a 20-foot cube. Basically on a point that you... of your choice. So... Which...
In this situation, I'm not wanting to get Olog into the mix.
Okay. I figured you're probably not wanting to.
Right. I just want to get this guy in the back.
Okay.
For now.
Let me see if I can figure out a... Here we go. 20-foot square right here. Ah! Can I please just move this? Nope. Can I... From the center? Yeah. Okay, so you're kind of wanting... Can I rotate it? No. Yes. Okay, so... can you guys see the 20-foot pointer?
Yeah. It's
Yes.
a square thing, right?
It's the black square, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, the webs take a hold and fill up that 20-foot area around the Shadow Fey Rake, which lets him... What does it do? Each creature that starts its turn must make a dex save. If they fail, they are restrained. And then they can use its action to make a strength check to break out of it using your spell save DC. Okay. So, is there an ability associated with web? That's if it fails it. Okay, so just remember when it's the start of his turn, you will need to have him make the save, and if he fails it, then you would put the restrained status on him. Does that make sense?
Yes, you probably have to remind me next time since we're going to be
that's fine.
out of here.
My one question before we end it, why does it say 2d4 fire damage with web?
What?
Because if
They're
you
fire
have
spiders.
it on
Oh
fire-
yeah. That's right. If the web gets on fire, anybody who's in the web at the time currently restrained gets that fire damage.
So sick.
Okay, for the one round
Yeah.
that it burns away. Got it.
Right.
Okay, cool. All right, well then, gang, in that case, we will end round 1 as we go to the top of the next round, and we will revisit the Happy Fun Times renamed map from the assassination at the Temple of Kors when we come back next week to Midgard. May you all sleep well.
We did it.